Bizarre Brain Comics. Oh, hello, my comic book friends, and welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I am Gary, your host. And this is where I like to take a look at some older comics, talk a little bit about the characters and creators, and examine the stories and the art. Well, this time, it's not a regular comic. I want to take a look at this here, How to Draw Comics comic. This is from 1985 from Solson Publications, and this features is done by John Byrne with some extra a little bit of extra stuff by John Romita Sr. in here. And I have done some other how to draw reviews of some other books. One of which I think, if my memory serves correct, was from the same publisher, Solson Publication. It was a trade paperback art book, which featured the work of Rich Buckler, and it was covered the whole thing. But this is John Byrne, and I get a kick out of this. This is issue number 1. There was supposed to be at least an issue 2, if not 3, but I don't know if those were ever actually published. I've never seen them, and I have heard, if I'm remembering correctly, going back many, many years, that it was the project was never completed, and I have heard that John Byrne was either he was complaining that he either didn't get paid or didn't get fully paid for that project. And I may be completely misremembering that story, but that's the way I remember it. Of course, 1985, and John Byrne was the hottest right in that period in the 80s. And this is I like this cover that he did. This is a cover that is a homage to and a parody of a very famous Norman Rockwell painting. Let me show you. Yeah, you can see here. This is a very famous Norman Rockwell self-portrait. It's kind of humorous, as his stuff often were. And you can see that, and here you can get a good look at Rockwell's signature right there. I was supposed to pause that, and it didn't pause. Oh well, but you can see right here, John Byrne did his signature the same way as Rockwell's. Makes it kind of funny. I think so, anyway. If you don't, you ain't got no sense of humor. That's all I have to say. Okay, let's take a look in here. Of course, John Byrne on the cover. Starts off the splash page, How to Draw Comics. Art, John Byrne and John Romita. Script, Alan Fromberg, etc., etc. All black and white. Here's showing the instruments, the tools of the trade, and I don't know for sure, but I think these are all from clip art drawings rather than having drawn them themselves. John Byrne could have done it. There's no doubt about it. But it looks like clip art. In chapter 2, the figure. Oh, right off Wolverine. He was real popular right then with the Wolverine stuff. Now here we have the heroic proportions and the realistic proportions on the human figure. And this is John Romita stuff. This is probably something he had done for some other project and used here. Then we get to see some of the John Byrne's stuff, how he works, how he thinks, and you can see all the scribbly stuff. This is really cool because you get to see how the artists, how their mind works in a way. different ways, different proportions, different types of figures. More John Romita here. He's very lovely. John Byrne, very lovely. And then you can recognize some of the characters. Here, yeah, that's definitely the Blob, and that's definitely Hulk. But it's very good. Does very good job of giving you an idea, giving for someone to for reference to work on something. Here it has from like thumbnails and page layout and the actual storytelling, how to do storytelling with pictures. Here, and of course they're very simplified drawings, but they do they do the job. Here's a composition schematic here to work up your composition and perspective, and then a bunch of faces. So bunches of even different kinds of faces, different races, different I don't know what she is, what that person is. So, but then it has technology, doing stuff on technology. He's known for doing all kinds of technology stuff, kind of like Kirby, and but his looks distinctly different than Kirby's usually does. And then of course it has a teaser here. Because the upcoming issue is supposed to be pens, inks, and some techniques on what the heck to do with them, etc. And then on the back is an ad for the John Byrne sketchbook. $5.95. Ooh, I would like to have gotten that. That was a long time ago. See, and it's just a single issue comic, but it's interesting. How many of you have seen this or are aware of it? Let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, I told you this was going to be on the short side. So thank you for joining me. Please like, share, subscribe, leave your comments. Tell me tell me what you think of this book. Have you seen it? Have you seen any of the other issues that I may not have? Because as I said, as far as I know, the others were never published. And tell me how funny you think this Norman Rockwell ripoff is here, huh? All that stuff. And remember, comics are art.